I want people to just reflect on the last 4 years, right? And I want you to think in your mind, was there any threshold for what defined an emergency? No. Right? So remember how they just kept renewing the emergency, right? They just kept saying, oh, well, we're extending the emergency. We're extending the emergency. There was never any definition of what a pandemic actually was. There was never a definition of what an actual emergency was. And if you're familiar with the fakes, right? So the public health emergencies of international concern by the WHO, there's also no threshold there. I mean, you literally don't have to have anyone to die at all around the world. You could have one case of one type of illness and they can declare a global pandemic, right? So I want you to, as we're going through this, I want you to think about some of the stuff I've spoken about before with the WHO, the emergencies and these types of things, and now plug that into a Canadian context here. So anyway, please continue, Lisa.
And then just following up with that great thought is that was a context without this bill. All of what we experienced, they think that they want to do more. This is the ratcheting. So what we experienced was without this grant of power. So this, you'll see that there is nothing that the Canadian government does now that isn't wholesale provided for in this bill. So it's a transfer of power.
Yeah.
Okay?
I have to ask this because I think this is really, really critical.